Welcome back to the India Today newsroom, and India Today special investigation Operation Gunda Raj is coming up now.
They let loose their bullying tactics again. This time on Karan Johar's Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, only to make a surprise retreat. Pugnacious, obnoxious activists of Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, or MNS. The obnoxious activists of Raj Thakre's MNS are increasingly forcing themselves on the country's commercial and film capital. As self-professed guardians of national and Maratha pride, they hold a city as diverse as Mumbai to ransom. As the nation wonders if their aggressive tactics, often scuttling free speech and civil liberties, are really about patriotism and nationalism. An India Today investigation has made a startling discovery. Our undercover reporters have found that many MNS leaders are willing to be paid to protest.
हमको 25 लाख में भी काम हम कर लेंगे। आपका 25 लाख में हो जाएगा? हो जाएगा। चौकी मैनेज कर दूंगा, सब मैनेज कर दूंगा।
India Today has also unearthed how thugs in the MNS fold are possibly blackmailing Mumbai's entrepreneurs with their strong-arm tactics. Our undercover reporters found these political goons might be operating under police patronage as well. Sponsored protests, threats and extortion, all under the guise of nationalism. Keep watching India Today's special on Mumbai's Gunda Raj.
This is a big India Today special investigation. Lots of reactions coming in from the MNS, the Shiv Sena, the Congress as well, the BJP. Being left with no option but to come out and criticize what Raj Thakre's party, the MNS, has done. So sit back as I bring you now part one of this India Today special investigation, Operation Gunda Raj. MNS leaders themselves talking about how they run an extortion racket, how they can charge 25 lakh rupees to go and engage in vandalism, beat up people, stage a violent protest and charge 3 crore rupees for an extortion racket involving builders. My colleagues Jamshed Khan and Sushant Pathak filed this exclusive report.
Belligerently, ferociously, they descend on the streets of Mumbai in hordes as advocates of patriotism, of nationalism and the Marathi Manus. Under the banner of Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, these protesters yell at the top of their lungs, whether it's over Bollywood movies with Pakistani castes or over migrants taking away local jobs. In a world where optics rule, these aggressive MNS cadres appear spontaneous and driven by anger and emotion. But an undercover investigation by India Today has gathered compelling evidence. Some elements in the MNS might have degenerated into salesmen of threats, simulated chaos, and into an extortion mafia. Our investigative reporters fanned out to different parts of Mumbai. They met several MNS leaders who are willing to mount goon squad protests in any part of the city in exchange for money. Mohammad Atar Shah is one of them. He's the party's Kurla Ward president and an aspirant for the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Posing as lobbyists, our team visited him and asked whether he was willing to stage a violent protest Unhesitatingly, Shah agreed to unleash his foot soldiers on the streets of Mumbai.
लोग करेंगे तो उनको 50 लाख भी कम पड़ेगा। हमको 25 लाख में भी काम हम कर लेंगे।
आपका 25 लाख में हो जाएगा?
हो जाएगा।
लड़ लेंगे इलेक्शन?
अरे बिल्कुल लड़ लूंगा।
करवा दें?
बिल्कुल करवा। नगर सेवक है।
So you've just heard Shah is ready to hold violent protests and has demanded 25 lakh rupees to fund his campaign for the municipal corporation elections due in February. On the face of it, Raj Thakre's MNS plays to national and Maratha pride. When mobs picket Mumbai on behalf of Raj Thakre's party, they position themselves as defenders of the motherland. But behind the public gaze, MNS leaders like Shah admit the violence they perpetrate can be induced by cold, hard cash.
मतलब वायलेंट प्रोटेस्ट हो जाएगा?
हाँ कर देंगे। हंगामे वाला कर देंगे।
और इसके पीछे एनजीओ का कोई देशभक्ति वाला मकसद नहीं है?
हाँ मैं समझ में आ गया मेरे को आप जो बोलना चाहते हो।
उनका बिजनेस है,
बस
पैसा कमाना।
भाई उनका काम बनेगा, मेरा भी काम बन जाएगा ना।
You heard it's all business for men like Shah, and now he offers a wide-ranging menu for his protest tactics.
वो क्या चाहते हैं, कैसा करना चाहते हैं, मतलब वो चाहते हैं कि मतलब यहाँ पे हिंसा हो जाए या ऐसा करना चाहते हैं, या वो चाहते हैं कि भाई मतलब जो है पूरा प्रोटेस्ट यानी कि तोड़फोड़ होना चाहिए, या रोड जाम होना चाहिए, पथराव होना चाहिए, पर किसके ऊपर होना चाहिए, समझे बात को? ये सब बहुत जरूरी है ना। 20-25 लाख से ज्यादा कोई खर्चा कर नहीं सकता।
For 25 lakh rupees, this MNS office bearer is willing to orchestrate disorder in the country's financial capital. Listen in to him again.
वो क्या चाहते हैं, कैसा करना चाहते हैं, मतलब वो चाहते हैं कि मतलब यहाँ पे हिंसा हो जाए या ऐसा करना चाहते हैं, या वो चाहते हैं कि भाई मतलब जो है पूरा प्रोटेस्ट यानी कि तोड़फोड़ होना चाहिए, या रोड जाम होना चाहिए, पथराव होना चाहिए, पर किसके ऊपर होना चाहिए, समझे बात को? ये सब बहुत जरूरी है ना।
जो कोटा होता है तो अपने यहाँ के महाराष्ट्र का कोटा के बदले।
But he's not the only one in the party's rank and file selling rabble-rousing. In the second leg of its investigation, India Today's special crew met this politician, Deepak Chavan. He's the party's vice president of Mumbai's Malad Malwani ward. Our reporters approach him for protests over child labor. He accepts the proposal without delay.
आपसे हमें वायलेंट प्रोटेस्ट चाहिए, हंगामेदार, मीडिया में सब जगह चाहिए। हो जाएगा? कितने आदमियों का प्रोटेस्ट आप करा? 50, 100, 200, 150 लोग, और मतलब ऐसा हो जाएगा सारा पत्थर फेंकना, लाठी चार्ज, ये सब हो जाएगा। बढ़िया बात, मीडिया में आ जाएगा। हो जाएगा? बताइए।
Chavan said his protests won't come for free.
फ्री की बात भी मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मैं बुरा नहीं ऐसे फ्री में कर दूंगा, वो भी नहीं बता रहा। आप मुझे कोई चलो वो भी कर दो, ऐसे नहीं बोल रहा कि इतना है। लोग नाराज मेरे से नहीं होना, उनके पास और क्या, वो लोग वो नाराज नहीं होना चाहिए। कौन? जो मेरे साथ रहेंगे। ऐसा नहीं होता कि आज के तो सबको मालूम है क्या है, उनको भी लगना नहीं, उनका जो है सामने ये सब मुद्दे सब चल रहे हैं।
For Chavan though, staging demonstrations over child labor appears too routine. He then delivers a bolt from the blue, offering our undercover reporters an even bigger extortion plan.
कुछ काम निकाल दो बड़ा, अगर वो करना चाहेंगे तो। अभी क्या थोड़ा बड़ा काम क्या प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में बड़ा कुछ बड़ा समझो आए, कोई लोगों को ऐसा बड़ा कामकाज रहे उसके बारे में अगर कुछ डिस्पोज कर सकते हो आप।
Chavan is plotting to blackmail a real estate tycoon. Audaciously, he suggests the participation of our reporter's fictitious NGO to make a financial killing. He then explains his nefarious design to fleece the developer, who he says has raised residential apartments on tribal land in Mumbai.
और वो वाले वो उतना ऊपर तक जाते नहीं, वो खाली कोर्ट तक जाके रुक जा रहे हैं। हालांकि पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट पेपर्स लेके सब उनके पास है।
Chavan's scheme centers around a potential nexus between a politician like him and a non-profit to engineer protests against a builder and then take money from him in ransom. Listen in.
कम से 2 से 4 करोड़ का फायदा होगा।
आपका भी होगा?
तो अपने तीनों का बात कर रहा हूँ मैं।
कौन देगा पैसे? पैसे कौन देगा?
ये जब बिल्डर बैठेगा, जब जो भी करेगा ये लोग कहाँ से देंगे?
अच्छा, आप ये कह रहे हो जब उन पर प्रेशर बनाया जाएगा तो बिल्डर नेगोशिएट करेगा।
Protests are supposed to enrich the national dialogue in democracies. But for these MNS workers and leaders, blackmail and threats have become the centerpiece of their menacing demonstrations. What they resort to is in fact criminality. With Jamshed Khan and Sushant Pathak in Mumbai, this is India Today's special investigation team.
Joining us to talk about this India Today investigation, we've got Sanju Verma from the BJP, Sanjay Jha from the Congress Party, actor Nasir Abdullah. Also with us is actor Vivek Agnihotri. I want to go across first to Vivek Agnihotri, because what we've seen in this investigation is just how the MNS is willing to charge money to stage violent protests, to engage also in extortion, raising very serious concerns about how they make it seem as if it's for a larger cause, the Marathi Manus or Pakistan, but in several instances, it's actually just an extortion racket. What do you, Vivek Agnihotri, make of this investigation?
I'm not really surprised because I knew about it. I know that people charge money for creating different kinds of problems. In different states, they have different industries they extort. In Maharashtra, film industry is an industry everybody loves to extort. The problem is that political parties, a lot of political parties, they are trying to create their own space, and also their funding is an issue. So these kind of things become very easy for them to raise funds for themselves. And since they know that government is not going to do anything, police is not going to do anything, and they can get away with it, at the most they will get arrested for some time. But my problem is that why have we put ourselves in a situation where anybody can come and extort us? We are not ordinary people, we are artists, we are creative people. We make people laugh and cry. So that's what I am also wondering.
I want to bring in Sanjay Jha of the Congress Party. Sanjay, this investigation showing how the MNS, or some leaders of the MNS at least, are willing to charge money for violent protests, willing to engage in extortion, raising very serious concerns about why people like Raj Thackeray were made to seem like honorable stakeholders in the entire controversy around Ae Dil Hai Mushkil.
Rahul, hats off to the India Today group for exposing what is obviously a very organized racket in Maharashtrian politics. But the truth is that when you have the Chief Minister himself becoming an official brokerage house for fixing transactions and bringing about all these very unsavory settlements, it sends a very, very wrong message to the people of Mumbai and Maharashtra. I live here, I've lived for the past 25 years. And for the first time, what you're witnessing today, especially with the whole controversy of Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, is that, you had the Chief Minister actually wanting to take credit. He was expecting adulation for bringing about this highly illegal settlement. And, it is absolutely a slap on the face of all these, politicians who strike these, extremely dubious deals, that the army has said we will not touch this kind of tainted money. They don't want 5 crores, which is literally extortion fee. Maybe Mr. Devendra Fadnavis has some knowledge that the extortion fee doesn't attract the GST rate. But the truth is, it's an abominable state of affairs. And, the tragedy, Rahul, for people like us who live in Mumbai, once upon a time, this city was ravaged by the underworld. And just when you believe that things are getting better, you have the political patronage itself indulging in the most, disgusting...
Sanju Verma must respond to the fact that Devendra Fadnavis, the young Chief Minister of the Maharashtra, actually invited characters like Raj Thackeray to be part of the negotiation. Now, here is a Gunda party that's throwing out a threat. Instead of coming down with the full force of the law, you actually make them seem as if they are genuine stakeholders. Gundas need to be dealt with the full force of the law.
Rahul, you know, you've asked me a question. You've had two people speaking before me. Now let me have an uninterrupted say. Point number one, has anybody from Karan Johar's team said that they were coerced into paying that supposedly, extortion money, as everybody is banding about, of 5 crore rupees? Has anyone on record said that, or is that a presumption by the media because it makes sense for TRPs and eyeballs to whip up passion, whip
just
up
cut out the
emotions,
bile for a
and
moment,
indulge in
please.
rhetoric?
First and
Point
foremost,
number
understand
two.
the investigation
Now,
we
Rahul,
put out
please.
tonight. Sanju, you will hear me
Rahul,
because don't
please,
respond to a
please
question.
finish.
Sanju, you don't respond. Sanju, you will listen to me. You will answer the question that I posed to you, not answer a question I haven't asked. Nowhere in this investigation, Sanju Verma, do I suggest. Nowhere in this investigation, Sanju Verma, do we suggest that what happened with Aidil Mushkil was part of an extortion racket. That is not our story at all. Do not misinterpret. Do not misrepresent. Our story suggests, and I'll put it for you because you clearly haven't either seen or understood what we said. Sanju Verma, can I tell you the question I'm asking you before you respond? Sanju Verma, you will listen to my question. Sanju Verma, you will listen to my question. Sanju Verma, listen to my question before you respond. You can walk out if you want. Don't threaten me. I am not interested in your threats. Walk out now if you want. Sanju Verma, walk out now if you want. I will not get bullied with you. We have had enough of these bullying tactics. It's time for India to stand up and to tell you that what you're trying to do is not okay. I am not interested in bullying you. I'm interested in asking you a question. If you listen to that question, then you will respond. Turn Sanju Verma's fader down because what you're saying is totally immaterial. And since she's clearly come with some predisposed view, I must tell her what my story is and then get her to respond. Sanju Verma, our story is this. Some elements of the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena have been caught on camera suggesting that they're willing to charge up to 25 lakh rupees to stage violent protests. They're saying that we can take 3 crore rupees from builders by staging a protest, by threatening to beat them up. This is not an India Today reporter who's saying so. This is somebody from the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena. So before you start spewing what you are, pause for a moment and think about what you're saying. Do you believe, and I'm not saying at all that Aidil Mushkil was forced to pay out or there was some kind of an extortion there. We're not saying that. So don't get onto a track that I haven't asked you about. Do you believe that what this investigation shows, that these MNS netas asking for money, is that okay? Is that okay? Sanju Verma, respond to the question I'm asking.
Now let me answer. It is absolutely abominable for anybody, MNS included, to be asking for extortion money. But the point is that, BJP is not holding a brief for the MNS, Rahul. Your team has done a splendid job with the expose. Nobody has second thoughts about it. My limited point is that, as you have mentioned in your program, with just one seat, and even that MLA's status is circumspect, do you think the BJP government even needs to pander to a party like the MNS, which has lost political legitimacy and political credibility? Point number one. Point number two, as I tweeted a few days back, what would you have preferred? Two warring factions coming together. Does that make the CM a broker? Did he get any pecuniary benefit? The answer is no. Would you have wanted, mobs torching theatres, vandalism on the streets? Sometimes prevention is better than cure.
Prevention is better than cure. But Sanjay Jha, the fact is that the MNS was made to seem like a stakeholder. Instead of coming down with the full force of the law, don't say there would have been gundagardi and vandalism. The whole point of having a police force, the whole point of having a government is to ensure that you don't let the gundas run wild. That's the job of a government, which is why Devendra Fadnavis was elected to power. Let you and Devendra Fadnavis not forget about it. Sanjay Jha.
Rahul, let me tell you, this is dereliction of duty. This is abdicating responsibility. You have somebody who is openly giving criminal intimidation threats to a producer
Nobody
of a Bollywood film.
Responsibility, Mr. Jha.
Madam, just give me 5 seconds. Please don't interrupt. I'm sure you will get your opportunity. The point is, it's a responsibility
No, but
in
Mr.
any
Jha,
democratic
you cannot carry a
functioning
vested
government.
agenda of demeaning the, Fadnavis government on the pretext
Madam, can I speak without your
putting forth a
interruption? This is
viewpoint.
being rude.
You can
this
put
is the
forth a
bullying
viewpoint, but you cannot
propensity of
mislead
the
the audience.
BJP on
We know your
brazen
visceral
display for
hatred
everyone
for
to
the
watch.
Nasir
Modi
Abdullah
government,
as
for the
well.
Fadnavis
Nasir
government.
Abdullah, your sense on this investigation, because we just heard the BJP spokesperson say prevention is better than cure. In this case, they didn't even try prevention. Instead of saying, okay, we will guard, we will see who comes in, we will take that person down with the full force of the law. They instead made it seem as if Raj Thackeray was an honorable stakeholder.
You know, somehow I feel very, very strongly that it did not have to come to all this. And it's unfortunate and now obvious with the sting operation that you've done, which does expose some of the people in the business who are doing this. It's sort of, there was a precedent to all this with the Gaurakshas as well, and then the Prime Minister, he happened to step in and said, let's get their whatever dossiers, and he went against it. Now, unfortunately, unfortunately, the producers had to go to Rajnath Singh, who's the Home Minister, and very shaky, and they had an assurance. But even that was still not working because the fear was still there with the directors, the producers, and the cinema owners. So there was not enough of the confidence. It did not have to come to all this. All that happened, the Pakistani actors were asked to leave fair and worthy, and then the producers could have been told very, very clearly, no more Pakistani actors
Rahul,
until
can I please come in now?
end of the decade or whatever.
Fortunately,
and no
Sanju,
more.
I'm
That's
out
it.
of time
Finish. You give them a warning.
on this broadcast, but I
And,
promise you that
so
we
it's
will be
very
back
sad.
on
No,
this
why do
story
you want to
tomorrow,
interrupt me,
and I
ma'am?
hope to have
Rahul,
you
let
back.
me make a last
Sanju,
point,
very
please.
quickly, okay, because I'm completely out of time. I'm sorry. Quickly, Sanju, quickly.
Rahul, let me make a last point.
Go
Rahul,
on.
can I make a last point, please?
Go on, Sanju, quickly.
Rahul, can I make a last point, please? I just wanted to say that, the Fadnavis government has walked the talk when it comes to administering law in the state of Maharashtra, and that's best amplified by the fact that Maharashtra has a conviction rate of 43% better than the national average. So I think the track record speaks for itself. So people who've been carrying out your misinformation agenda, saying that, the law and order situation is pathetic, I think they are looking at the Fadnavis government with blinkers which are biased. That's my limited point.
We need to
You
debate
to be
this far more
objective. You cannot
extensively.
get people on the panel
I promise
who are
you,
looking
we
at
will
the
be
entire
back tomorrow.
surrendered
We
governance
lost
in
a certain amount of
Maharashtra.
time because of that big breaking story, but that was an important story, and we had to lead the newsroom with reports coming in of multiple, sustained, prolonged, simultaneous attacks on Indian posts, suspected to be by Pakistani commandos very close to the line of control. I will come back to this story at 11 p.m. on the other side of a very quick break. Operation Gunda Raj will be followed up all through the day tomorrow, and also on the newsroom at 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. We're slipping into a break. We return with live ground reports. Remember, the India Today group is the only group with correspondents currently very close to where this action is taking place. That's how we're getting the information first. We will go back to our reporters on the other side of a very quick break. You're watching India Today.